That's better. Hey, what's going on? Hey, man, another day, another day in the markets, right? Oh man, it's crazy. How especially when you're trading futures, right? We have been in some crazy swings, and now we're starting to, slow down a little bit, shorten the range a little bit, and get back to regular trading, as I like to call it. The markets are always changing and shifting on us. So I want to walk through. Actually, I'm gonna add Nasdaq as well too, and I'm gonna kind of talk through that because I actually do trade the Nasdaq from time to time. It's been extremely volatile and hard to trade. It's actually been lagging my data, so I haven't really been trading it as much, especially the last week or so when the volatility started getting super crazy. But all right, let's look at this here. So, as you can see, these green lines are kind of my levels that I was looking to trade. As you can see, we never really worry about it being exactly spot on, right? But we wanted to definitely get into the range. And so you see my green line at 56.79. It comes up here to 56.74, actually 56.75.25. Boom. That could have been a nice little short for you if you would have took it down. Um, and also you could have shorted here down, which would have been a sweet little move there. And then come here. I actually took this one here, and I took a long here, and I actually as well shorted, but I took a long here up, and I took a short, and that was all I really did today as far as the levels. But as you can see, we're kind of on the inside of my levels that I had. And now we need to start looking at making some more levels. So I'm going to move this one down here, as you can see. And I'm going to do it from the 30-minute. That's the time frame I'm looking at right now. It's 30 minutes. So I'm going to get it down to the low of the day. This one as well, I'm going to move down right here where this little drop started and it overshot. I would be possibly looking, there as well. Make sure I took this one off, but right here, boom, add that little level in. Now, this one, I would move down possibly to here or get rid of it all together. But I'm gonna shoot it right here. I like that level as well too. And we didn't break this, so I'm gonna keep that level there and keep all those levels. Let's look at it from a day chart. I'm on the 30-minute. I'm gonna go down to a day, see what else we see. See here. Ooh. Come in. Spread this thing out. Anything I would look at as well. Boom. As far as what we're looking at for the day, I will go here. Okay, I don't see anything else new. Let's go to an hour chart as well. Bring this in a little bit. All right. It would have been an hour. Do we see anything else? I think that's about it. We're starting to have inside days here. I mean, I know it overshot here where the high was here. I can, you know what? I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna add that right there. I don't love it, but I think that might be pretty good. for a level at 50, 56, 51, 25. I will be watching that level. So honestly, right now, because where we are, I'm going to keep this here. In fact, I'm going to move it up to here. So to 56, 33, 50. That's what I'll be looking at. And as you see, we kind of in this range. I'll be looking for it to break up out of this range to go and test this level. I will use this kind of more of as a range finder. If we reject here, I will be looking at shorts. If we break above, I would be looking for the retest down and then possibly getting long. If we come down here and test and we hold, I would be looking at longs from here too, and here as well. All right, let's look at NQ. I didn't actually do too much on NQ, so I'm gonna start off with the 30-minute chart. Let's go with 30. Oops. Once again, NQ seems to be in a little range. If I did, I would add a line right there. Boom. At 19,401.75, I would add a line. Let me see. So we have here, I would add a line here as well too, of holding. Move this line up just a little bit. And all right. And that's where we would sit. That's what I'm looking at for NQ. Let's see. I'll look at it. I'll look at the hour as well. See what we're looking at. Okay. Move this one up a little bit here. That's where the level would be. Keep this level here. I'll be looking for it to test here. If we fail, I'll be looking for it to come drop down here. This is a level. As you can see, we're rejecting this level. That would be a nice little trade right there. And it came all the way down to the other level already, right here. And it looked like it's been tested here in a second. But that would be a sweet little trade. That's over 100. 100 points there. And it looked like it's coming for it. Where we at? 59. We 20 points away. I'll be microing that trade if I was in it. Looking. It's coming for it. All right. But that's what I see now for NQ. I like NQ. NQ and ES tend to kind of mirror each other for the most part, especially lately. Anyways, I'll say that they have been playing, the same. Where sometimes I look at the ES chart and I look at the NQ. They both kind of look the same. So we go, boom. There, it's still kind of playing around there. What I would do is definitely, if I had took that trade, just kind of watching it. And this is one that I would have scaled out of. We'll be talking about scaling soon, but it's getting closer and closer, as y'all can see. It's getting closer and closer to that 77 mark. It's dropping down slowly but surely. All right. Anything else? Let's go to CL. Crude oil. Man, crude oil was tough today. I actually I missed this trade because I was in the gold trade and they actually happened simultaneously. So I chose the gold trade, and you'll see the gold chart after we look through crude oil. But as you guys can see right here, this morning, we had the level. It broke above the level. Boom, 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 came test and took off. Another level right up here As you can see, broke above it, came back and test to the touch, and then took off. And so now we've been playing at this next level above, and broke above it. So the level is 67.77, and it broke up to the high, which the high is 67.88. So I'm gonna move this now since it's broken above it to here. 67.88. I'm going to move because this, no, I'm gonna keep that there. I like that there. What time was this? This was at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna keep that level there. I'm not gonna move it, add another one. Here, I'm gonna move this one down to the low. Bop. Here, I'm gonna move this one down right there. It's the 30-minute. So we have here, and then as y'all can see, toe tap. Add another one right there at the 66 mark. Toe tap. Let's look at the hour. See what we're looking at here. Ooh. Didn't come down far enough, so we're gonna keep that. We're gonna move this up. Boom. Right here. Boom. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's go to gold. Now, I actually was a player in gold. Gold set up for a nice, beautiful trade this morning. As you can see, one of the levels here, which was 29.14. I've erased the level, but I actually had a level right here as well. And just for story purposes now, I'm going to put it back so you guys can see. But I actually took this long this morning. And so me taking this long had me watching this trade over watching the oil trade. So it literally came down here and I took it. And at this point, I scaled out here, as you see, because we have a level here. Had a level here as well. Took that scale. In fact, I'm gonna delete this one right here. And then once we broke above here, it was kind of a free trade for me. I just wanted to see where it went. But as y'all can see, after we came down here, we literally just kept going up, going above the levels, going above the levels. So if I didn't have this trade in, what I would have really looked at was if it would have broke back above here and held of looking to go short, or if it would have, looking to go long. If it broke back above here, then I would have held looking to go long again, all the way up. Simple levels. Make sure to like and subscribe. What we're going to start doing, because I know sometimes you see and like, man, he's coming up with these levels, and based off of what he's showing us, it looks like it hits. How are you getting these levels? Well, we're going to show you guys how we're getting these levels. But it's a little bit more than a 15-minute video that we typically, have as we go through these things. But as you can see here, it even broke above this level. You could have taken this for a nice little, little easy winner here as well too. As it broke above, boom, what's this? And I want you guys to know, so this is 41.08. 41.8. That's a nice winner. If it goes and touches here, if you get out up in this area, that's a sweet winner. For some people, that's all they needed in a day and they're done. So give you perspective. That's if you taking one contract from here up to here, that's about $700. And that's just one contract. So just to say, if you're trading 2 contracts or 3, you would multiply that by another 700. Add another 700. So it'll be 1,400. You did 3, it'll be 2,100. You're not looking to take every single, move out of the market. You're looking to get your spots, get in and get out. But I just want you to understand too, even with one contract all the way down here, and taking that one contract all the way up here, right? Just for perspective, one contract, right? Just totally one contract. You're talking about $2,500 in the market. Sweet, sweet move. You can't beat it. I don't know where you're going to be able to do that in any job. So just giving you some context there of what that looks like. Let's see. Anything else we would want to look at? I know Tesla been getting beat up. It's actually up 7.6%. We can look at it real quick. Tesla. And let's go to the 30-minute on this one. Bring that out. So it looks like Tesla. Now, of course, as you got, I don't trade this. So this is just for us talking through it. You know, Tesla had been down trading here. It was actually an inside day from yesterday. Kind of broke down a little bit, but now you see it, it literally pushed up. Had a great day today. Everything did, as you can see. Nvidia, you know, it's been struggling down here as well too. Now it pushed up finally as well. But the markets are starting to kind of rebound a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts, how long that holds. We shall see. Not really sure. Are we officially in a recession? I know that was a question that was asked of me. I think people need to understand what a recession is as well. A recession is basically 2 quarters in the black. That's all it takes to be in a recession. And we've been struggling, of course, this whole entire quarter. We have been struggling, especially since the beginning of Trump coming into office. The markets have really just been taking a brutal beating. And but are we officially in a recession? We're gonna have to give it a few more weeks to really be able to claim that, which is why I'm pretty sure you guys heard Trump say that he's not claiming that we're officially in a recession. Does it look like there's a possibility of it? Yes. And I'm talking perspective from the markets. Now, when we're talking about everything else, when you put everything together, are we in a recession? Yes. I know everybody's feeling their pockets. It's hitting different, when they go to the stores. And it's been like that. It's been like that for a while. We see a lot of jobs being cut, not just the government. It's a lot of cuts being made across the board. When it comes to corporate America as well, too, they're still making cuts. And you have all these government people. It's going to get hard out here, man. I tell people, you want to have a side hustle. You want to make sure that you're able to have multiple streams of income. It's getting hard to have just one stream of income and live effectively. It's getting hard. Extremely, extremely, extremely hard. So look, man, this is one way that you definitely can do it. I know some people don't have time to, trade every single day. But the beautiful thing about futures, and I love to tell people, is that it's literally 24/5 pretty much, meaning that you can trade overnight in the futures market. You can, trade in the morning. So if you work night shift, right, it's like you can still trade in the day. If you work day shift, you can trade at night. You don't have to trade, the typical 9:30 to 4. As far as regular stocks, futures, you can trade from, it opens at 7, right? 6 or 6. You know what? I gotta look because I hardly trade at night. But 6, and then it closes at 5. Yeah. So you literally have that entire time in the middle of that process of trading. So yeah, man, it's out here. It's great. Start thinking about it. If this is something that you definitely want to get into, it's here for you. And we're here to teach you, here to show you, let you learn, like, how are we finding our levels? How are we, discovering our trades in these markets? And I know it can be a lot, for someone in the beginning that's like, man, how do I get into this? Like, how do I learn this? We talked about the books that we've read. We did a presentation on that. Some great books that you can check out and read. Go back and look at my videos. One thing that we haven't really broke down how we get these levels, because I know it looks like, man, this is just so simple for them to point out these levels. Once you have an understanding of the basics of that, then you'll definitely be able to say, yeah, it is that simple to learn these levels and to start trading. I do have a suggestion for anybody, especially that's watching, the videos, is get you a dummy account, a demo account, and just follow along in a dummy account. And any questions that you have, just, hit us up, hit me up, send us a message. You can leave a comment, but we here to help, this is something that I wish I would have learned years ago. I wish I was scared. The market intimidated me, per se. I was extremely nervous about it. But after a couple years, it gets easier and easier. And now when people ask questions, it gets hard sometimes too, because you got to learn the basics first. We got to get you to understand the market structure, right? Understand charts a little bit. And once you do, it just gets easier. And then now it becomes the mental that we talked about in the video of learning how to trade consistently and sticking to your game plan. There's a million strategies out here to trading, a million of them. But what happens is a lot of people don't see them through long enough to become profitable, or they don't stick to the plan. You got to be disciplined in this game. You can't just be willy-nilly riding the wave or anything. And then also, when you learn this game as well, it helps you with the long-term stock. So your long-term portfolio, people be asking me about that. And I'm like, I buy the dips. It makes so much sense. Like, well, how do you know to buy the dips? Look at my charts, right? It's kind of the same thing, but I might look at the moving averages and buy the dips as it come down here, right? So you're looking from a long-term perspective, and I'm like, ooh, okay, if we hold here, I'm gonna buy some more. And I'm giving you just an outlook. I'm gonna buy some more from here, looking for it to, push up here and keep breaking forward. But this is where I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy up here. That makes absolutely no sense. Why would you do that? You want to buy the dips. So once it break lower and break lows, that's when you want to get into the market. You don't want to buy the high. Nvidia became extremely popular when it was sitting at 150. Nvidia, think about that. If you would have bought it then, Nvidia is sitting at 115.74, right? If you bought it way up here, you over here chewing on your fingernails. You mad because you getting beat up. But like I tell my friends, I'm like, no. I was one of those. Where we at? Can we bring it back some? And I'm on a 30-minute. Let's go to the day. Y'all see this? So me, I was one that bought here. The pullbacks. Oops. That's when we call the pullbacks. So it drops. I'm like, you know what? I'm buying in here. Boom. You know what? I'm gonna buy in here. And then you just sit. So now, as you see, as it's coming back, but you in the game down here. So guess what? Now you're looking, okay, if we come back and test down here again, I may buy that dip, right? I might buy that dip. Or test here, which looks like we're coming for, you might buy that dip. Or you might say, you know what? Nah, it come back here. I'm gonna get more into the game. So you buy the dips. And that's what big players do. They sell, get out, make their money. Because guess what? Most of them have bought down here. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna sell up here. Because we're gonna have a retrace. We're gonna have a pullback coming soon. So I'm gonna sell here and let it come back. Or you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna keep it in, but I'm gonna just wait till it comes here and then buy some more. Oh, we still pulling back. You know what? I'm gonna wait it out a little bit, see if it comes back down here, and then I'm gonna get in the game a little bit more. So that's how it helps you, with your long term, stocks. You don't want to buy because it's like, oh, I need to get in the game because it's taking off, and I need to get in up here. And so you were one of those that got in up here, and now all you see is just going down on you. I would still hold because for the long haul, if you did even get up there, I would hold. Nvidia is not going anywhere. It'll rebound eventually. That's how I feel about it. If it was me, of course you can sell and reinvest somewhere else, but I would hold and wait to see where we start to look for these pullbacks and see if we come to test these areas. If we don't, then I would be looking to get long, somewhere in here, which we're coming to this area to test. So around 100, maybe buy more, or even if we come back here, maybe buy more. But make sure you're getting in on the low end. And if you happen to miss it sometimes, you just missed it. You know what I mean? That's part of the game. You're not going to be able to get in perfectly. Or if, it comes down here and then you realize, you know what? I'm not going to be able to get here, but I'm going to get in here. That's perfectly fine too. Because what you don't want, and then you can, but getting in all up here. Not until it's, kind of maxed out these areas and then blown up, because then it's going to come back. It's eventually going to retrace. So that's how you look at it. All right. I think I'm less than 30 minutes. Oh man, that's perfect. I appreciate it, man. If y'all have any questions, make sure to leave it. If you want me to talk about any other stocks, I'll definitely do that. Once again, what I consistently trade is futures. So, I'm looking at, S&P 500 futures, NASDAQ futures, crude oil futures, and gold. Those are the main four things that I trade. And then as you see, I have the stocks, and I use those as references because, of course, we know these stocks are a part of those, S&P, NASDAQ, and they are very, very big movers in those. So I like to just watch to see what they're doing, pay attention to them, and make sure I stay up to date on those as well. Yeah, man, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Be back tomorrow with a new one. We'll be recapping. Hopefully, we have some great news on what the market did as well, too. All right, man, take it easy. Peace.